Caretaker John had been working at the old cemetery in a small town for many years. It was a quiet place where nothing unusual ever happened. But one night, as John was on duty in his small hut at the cemetery entrance, he heard strange sounds. It was a soft but continuous rustling, as if someone or something was moving among the graves. John put on his old tattered coat and grabbed a lantern. The dim light illuminated only small patches, leaving most of the cemetery shrouded in darkness. He slowly moved deeper into the graveyard, listening carefully to the sounds. They grew louder, but remained just as mysterious. Passing by old tombstones covered in moss and ivy, John noticed that the sounds were coming from the oldest part of the cemetery, where no one had been buried for a long time. As he approached, he suddenly felt a cold breeze that seemed to come from the ground. This made his heart beat faster, but curiosity and duty drove him to keep going. Approaching an old half-ruined crypt, John noticed that the door, which had always been closed, was now slightly open. He quietly approached and cautiously peeked inside. The lantern illuminated a small room filled with old coffins and cobwebs, but he saw nothing unusual. John was about to leave when he heard a faint voice, almost a whisper, coming from the depths of the crypt. The caretaker froze, listening. The whisper repeated his name. John. John. This was too strange, but fear and curiosity got the better of him. He stepped inside and slowly advanced. The lantern's light glided over the walls, casting eerie shadows. The whisper grew louder and clearer. Finally, John saw the source of the sound, an old coffin that was slightly open. Gathering all his courage, he approached and carefully lifted the coffin lid. Inside lay an old book with yellowed pages. His name was engraved on the cover. John opened the book and began to read. Inside were recorded the stories and secrets of everyone buried in that cemetery. But the very last entry told him that John had been chosen as the keeper of these secrets. As he finished reading the last page, John realized that the sounds had ceased. Suddenly, he felt a warm light envelop him. He looked up and saw ghostly figures appearing around him, smiling warmly. These were the souls of those buried here. They had come to thank him for his dedication and promised to watch over him for the rest of his days. From that day on, John felt part of this place not just as a caretaker, but as a true guardian of its secrets and stories. And he never heard strange sounds at night again, knowing that the souls of the departed had found peace thanks to him.